Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and if you're not new, thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate your patience. I know it's been a minute since I posted and I'm sorry, but like I said, I really appreciate you coming back. Now, first of all, I'm really sorry about my voice. Unfortunately, it's really annoying. I'm losing it, but the good thing is that my nose is perfectly fine. And although it's annoying, I really didn't want to wait because I got the newest fragrance from Kayali, Lovefest Burning Cherry. And I was dying to test it out and get this review out for you guys. So hopefully it's not too annoying and you can just put up with it. But if you guys want to see my thoughts on the newest Kayali fragrance, then just keep on watching. So first of all, yes, I got the rollerball. This is what the rollerball looks like. I love that they changed their packaging. They used to do the mini, like original bottles, the mini ones. But to be honest, those, I don't know, they just looked so small. They looked like a sample kind of thing. So I like that they changed the packaging to like an actual, and I'm saying rollerball, but it's not a rollerball, it's a travel spray. So it's kind of just sleek, minimalistic, and I love this. I debated between going between this and the full size, but I figured I couldn't go wrong with this because I like having minis to carry with me. Plus I have so many fragrances that it takes me a long time to go through it. So even if I did love it, I knew I would still get use out of this, and if I run out of this, I can get the full size. But when this released, the second I saw her doing the teaser videos, with the cherry, I was like, take my money, because I'm a sucker for cherry, and the notes in this looked amazing. So I was so excited, hence the reason I didn't want to wait, hence the reason I sound like this and you guys have to put up with it. Okay, my camera so rudely cut me off, but I was saying they have the notes listed at the back here, and the notes in this are burning cherry, raspberry, praline, palo santo, guaiac wood, and patchouli. When I saw the teasers for this, when I saw the notes, I knew I wanted it, and it's classified on Sephora as a gourmand. So I'm a sucker for gourmands. I was dying to try this, and I'm very excited. So let's get into it. I got this morning. It's now, I don't even know, it's like almost 11 p.m. I had it on at 10:30. I can still smell it now, but it's very soft. So I'm gonna respray it. But I did wear it the whole day. I tested it out. I took notes. It smells so good. Okay, so this opens up and I do get the cherry. To me, the opening of this, I smell like cherry, licorice. You get like a spicy, the cherry is there. The cherry is a dark cherry. It's prominent, it's juicy, it's delicious. And then I almost smell something like licorice. It's a little bit spicy and it's a little bit smoky, but the spicy isn't like pepper. It's more like, think aromatic spices. Think like anise, cinnamon. Those aren't listed, but I'm just like painting the picture. So I get like this spiciness, this cherry spiciness, a little bit of smokiness. And then I do get the woodiness, but the woodiness in this is not, like when I saw guaiac wood, I was worried it would be like really oriental, really overpowering like oud, but it's not. The woodiness in this is a sweet woodiness. It's sweet woods, and the wood almost smelled like it's been burnt. So it's been like burnt a little bit. That's what's giving it a little bit of like a smokiness, a smoky, sweet woodiness. It smells very, very good. The cherry stays there the whole time. I'm just reading what I wrote down. On my skin, to be honest with you, I do not get the raspberry, and I can't tell you that I smell praline like on its own, but what I can say is that I do get sweetness throughout this. So I feel like on me, the praline just like adds sweetness to this. It lends sweetness to this fragrance and it complements it so well because that cherry is like a dark cherry. And then it goes really well with like the smoky woodiness, that spiciness. Again, the spiciness is not pepper. It's like aromatic spices. Now, when I saw guaiac wood, if I'm butchering that, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. But when I saw that, I was worried it would perform like oud. And sometimes I'm sensitive to oud and I'm sensitive to patchouli. I don't like anything that's like super overpowering. And like too masculine. I can find it headache inducing. So some other fragrances that were like super oriental and heavy on the oud, I just couldn't do them. And patchouli, if it's like a dirty patchouli, again, I can't do that. Like Muglier's patchoulis, I cannot do that. but the patchouli in this is almost like unnoticeable. It's not dirty, it's very soft. And the woodiness in this, it does not smell, honestly, like if you're scared of Middle Eastern fragrances, very like Oriental fragrances, like I am, they can be very like hit or miss. This is a very safe buy because it's not very Oriental, and the woodiness in this is not, like it doesn't take over a room. It's sweet and it's soft. If I was going to describe this, I would describe this as sexy, alluring, and intoxicating. I'm a sucker for cherry, so yes, I'm a little bit biased, but I love the cherry in this. I love those kind of aromatic spices. I love that there's like a sweet woodiness. It's not overly woody, it's not masculine. It's a sweet woodiness, but the wood is like it's been lit, so it gives it that little bit of smokiness, but not overly smoky. It's not overly woody, and it's not overly like masculine, and it doesn't smell like tobacco, so it's not going to give you a headache if you're sensitive to tobacco, like I am sometimes. So I really, really like that. Now, what I wanted to say is I'm gonna tell you guys some fragrances that when I smelled this, it reminded me of a few fragrances. I'm not saying they're dupes, I'm not saying they're the same, but I'm saying if you like these ones, then I think you would like this, because they're not the same, but they're like the same kind of vibe, the same kind of family, if you will. So right off the bat, Le Petit Robe Noir. If you like that kind of licorice, anise, cherry kind of scent, then I feel like you would like this. Again, I'm not saying they're dupes, I'm not saying they're the same, but I'm saying if you like those scents, this is like what it reminded me of when I smelled it. Like they're similar, they have some similarities. Le Petit Robe Noir by Guerlain. The other one is BDK, Rouge Smoking. If you like that kind of like cinnamon cherry, reminds me of this. This one has that added smokiness, which I really like, to be honest. This gives it like a little bit more of like a nighttime, fall, winter kind of coziness, if you will. So yeah, BDK Rouge Smoking. And last but not least, Angel's Share. So Angel's Share has the same kind of like, I'm saying cinnamon. Cinnamon is not listed in this, and it doesn't smell overly cinnamon, but you get that kind of aromatic spiciness. So Angel Share has like that cinnamon, it has the woodiness, it's sweet, it's intoxicating, but some people found that a little bit too masculine. Personally, I didn't. I love that. But if you wanted something like that, I'm not saying they're the same, but if you wanted that kind of vibe, but a little bit more feminine with like a little bit more fruitiness from that cherry, I feel like you would like this. I find it intoxicating. And like I said, like the same kind of vibe. So if you wanted to try Angel Share, but it's obviously very expensive, or if you did try it, but you wanted something a little bit more feminine, I feel like you would really like this. I love the cherry in this. I love the woodiness, the smokiness. This definitely paints like, oh, my voice is driving me crazy. I'm sorry if it's driving me crazy, but this paints like fall, winter, kind of cozy, nighttime, sexy. But it's not like overly sexy, but it's sexy in the sense that like, it's a little bit different. And I love fragrances like that. I love that kind of smoky woodiness with the cherry. Burning Cherry is actually like the perfect name. I don't know why it's called Lovefest, but the Burning Cherry, I understand, and I agree with it. So let's talk longevity. Like I said, I did get this first thing in the morning. I put it on right when I got it. And after 5 hours, that's when I would say it started sitting closer to the skin. But with that said, after 5 hours, I went to pick up my son from camp. And as I was walking, I was literally getting whiffs of myself, which I love for me. So I would say, like, yes, it sat closer to the skin after 5 hours, but you could still smell it. It might not take over a room, but you could still smell it. And keep in mind, I only sprayed my skin, not my clothes. So the fact that I was still smelling myself, that's a win. And like I said, if you spray your clothes, it will perform better for you. And if you overspray it, because I'm not an oversprayer, it will obviously perform better for you. But even with that said, I could still, before I topped it up, I could still smell it now. And when it dries down, like the final dry down after several hours, it is a little bit softer. It is powdery, almost like velvet. Which I still like, but there's something about like the opening in the mid of this, like the first few hours, the first 5 hours are my favorite, and then I feel like I would want to respray it just for that kind of spicy cherry smokiness. I really, really like that. I feel like I will love this in the fall and winter time. And if you can't tell, I got the mini of this because I wasn't sure. The last couple Kayali fragrances that I got, I liked them, but they didn't like blow my mind, you know, so I didn't want to invest in the full size without knowing, because I have to blind buy these. But I will say this new one, Lovefest Burning Cherry, this one and Kayali Vanilla are like my two favorites. I really, really like this, so I feel like a full size bottle will be coming to my collection at some point, but like I said, I do have a lot of fragrances, so it takes me a while to run through them anyways. And I love having minis to travel with. I love their new packaging. I'm really glad that they changed it. It's very sleek, minimalistic, and I can appreciate that. So that's everything that I had to say. I really like it. I feel like if you like Angel Share, if you like Le Petit Robe Noir, if you like BDK Rouge Smoking, those kind of like spicy, cherry, seductive kind of scents, and if you're a sucker for cherry, like I am, then you will love this. But this is kind of like a fall winter cherry because of that smoky sweet wood mixed with the cherry. I like it. It is a little bit different, and if you're someone who doesn't like patchouli, don't be put off by that, because I feel like it's very soft. Like, I can't even really smell patchouli, so don't be scared of it. Give it a try. I really, really like it. This is my favorite that they've released in a while, and I have tried all of the Kayali fragrances. This one and vanilla are my favorites, and they're both classified as gourmand, so what can I say? I'm clearly a creature of habit. I have a taste, but I have a type, I mean. Anyways, I'm sorry for my voice. I hope it wasn't too annoying. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Instagram. It's always linked down below, and that's it. I will see you guys in the next one.